Nestled away in the middle of the busy city is a quiet, eternal retreat for the biggest icons the world has ever seen. From Marilyn Monroe to Natalie Wood, Dean Martin, and Hugh Hefner, to name just a few. They are all buried here at Pierce Brothers Memorial Park in Westwood, California. I'm Kat Lively, creator and host of Calling Old Hollywood, and today I'll be focusing on the graves and the homes of Natalie Wood and Marilyn Monroe. Buried beneath this oak tree lie one of the most radiant and beautiful actresses of our time. Natalie Wood was an American actress who began her career in film as a child actor before successfully transitioning to young adult roles and then adult roles. She was a recipient of 4 Golden Globes and 3 Academy Award nominations. Natalie began her acting career at the tender age of 4, then was given a co-starring role at the age of 8 in the film Miracle on 34th Street. As a teenager, she earned a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in Rebel Without a Cause, starring opposite James Dean. Every role she ever took on, be it West Side Story, Splendor in the Grass, Gypsy, Sex and the Single Girl, Daisy Clover, Bob and Carol, and Ted and Alice, she gave herself 100%. She was a true method actress, and she gave her whole heart to her craft. Natalie earned a lot of press, not just for her acting roles, but for her personal life. She enjoyed great popularity, and she became a hit with all of the movie star magazines. She had numerous relationships, both public and secret, with co-stars, colleagues, and other stars. She dated Dennis Hopper, Nicky Hilton, and even the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. When she was just a child, she's recounted talking about the story of, I think she was walking through MGM or Warner Brothers or something. She was walking with her mother hand in hand, and just a child, Robert Wagner walked down the hallway, and she told her mother, "I'm going to marry that man one day." Well, years later, she did. Her marriage to Robert Wagner in the 1950s attracted much media coverage. She was only 18 years old, while Wagner was 8 years her junior in 1957. The couple became a favorite subject in all the magazines. Yet the union didn't last. They split up in 1962, and around this time, Natalie Wood became involved with Warren Beatty. Natalie had been in therapy for years, but she reached a point of deep despair in 1966. She attempted to kill herself by drug overdose that year. As part of her recovery, Wood took a break from making films. In 1969, she married Richard Gregson, a writer and a producer. They had a daughter together, Natasha, the following year. In 1972, her volatile personal life took a turn when she divorced Gregson and decided to remarry Robert Wagner. They had one child they named Courtney, born in 1974. This time, Wood seemed to devote more time to her family rather than her career, and they stayed together until Natalie Wood's tragic death in 1981. It was November 1981 when Natalie took a trip with Robert Wagner and Christopher Walken to California's Catalina Island on their boat called the Splendor. On the night, November 29th, the 3 actors had been drinking. Wagner reportedly broke a bottle during a fit of anger over Wood's relationship with Walken. He thought they seemed to be too close. After the incident, Wood and Wagner allegedly argued. Later in the evening, he was unable to find her, and her body was discovered the following morning, floating in the water off Catalina Island near a dinghy from the Splendor. Her death was ruled an accidental drowning. It was theorized that she fell in the water after attempting to secure the dinghy to prevent it from banging into the boat. Some objected, and they said she had a lifelong fear of water, which was true. Her family and friends gathered here at this spot beneath the oak tree, and they said goodbye to her in 1981. The mourners of the funeral included Frank Sinatra, Elizabeth Taylor, and Elia Kazan. This was Natalie Wood's last home in Beverly Hills, California. She lived here with her husband Robert Wagner and her 2 children, Natasha and Courtney. She was born Norma Jean Mortensen at the Los Angeles County Hospital on June 1st, 1926. The world will forever know her, though, as Marilyn Monroe. She was an American actress, comedian, singer, and model. She became one of the world's most enduring iconic figures and is remembered for her winsome embodiment of the Hollywood sex symbol and her tragic personal and professional struggles within life and the film industry. This is the grave of Norma Jean Mortensen at Pierce Brothers Memorial Park in Westwood, California. Not only a talented actress and singer, she was the first Playboy model to grace the centerfold. She is buried next to Hugh Hefner. Marilyn acted in only 30 films, but her legendary status and mysticism surrounding her life and death remain in film history and pop culture forever. Not far from Pierce Brothers Memorial Park is the final home of Marilyn. This is the same home in that of which her life ended when she was only 36 years old. Hi guys, Kat Lively here, creator and host of Calling Old Hollywood. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, leave a comment if you feel like it, and head to callingoldhollywood.com. There's a lot of audio podcast episodes, interviews that I've done with actors, actresses, and the heavy hitters from the golden age of Hollywood, as well as some recent stars too. There's also more videos and the blog where you can read about all these old Hollywood experiences.